Have you ever wandered through a thrift store and felt a flicker of inspiration? That chipped mug, that dusty candlestick, that colorful scarf tucked away in the corner. Each one holding the potential to become something extraordinary. Today, we're turning forgotten treasures into a garden full of charm, whimsy, and personality. You don't need a big budget to create a space that feels like a sanctuary. You just need heart, imagination, and a few beautiful ideas. In this video, you'll discover how to transform simple secondhand finds into garden decor that sparkles with creativity. From glowing lights and vintage accents to playful windsocks and recycled water features, these DIYs aren't just about saving money. They're about telling a story through every item you place in your garden. So, if you're ready to see what's possible with a little time, a glue gun, and a vision, keep watching. You won't want to miss what's coming next. And hey, if this inspires you, please give it a like, subscribe for more crafty magic, and share your favorite garden makeover moment in the comments. Let's step into the heart of today's journey, where old forgotten items bloom again with fresh purpose and beauty. If you've ever wandered through a thrift store and felt overwhelmed by the randomness of what's available, this chapter will open your eyes. Hidden among chipped ceramics, old utensils, and worn-out household goods are the seeds of transformation, waiting for you to turn them into charming garden decor. It's not just about saving money, it's about creating something magical, personal, and meaningful with your own hands. Imagine starting with something as simple as a ceramic mug. Maybe it has a tiny crack, or maybe the color caught your eye. With a bit of creativity, this mug can become a sweet little birdhouse. Glue it upside down onto a wooden base, drill an entry hole, paint it in joyful colors, and hang it from a tree branch. Suddenly, your garden becomes a home for small birds, with a whimsical hand-painted treasure adding a delightful pop of color among the green leaves. That one thrifted find, once discarded, now plays a small but meaningful part in the ecosystem of your outdoor space. Next, you might stumble upon an old brass candlestick, perhaps a little tarnished but with a lot of character. Polished to a gentle shine and topped with a small tray or dish, it becomes an elegant pedestal for your favorite potted plant. Imagine a cactus or succulent sitting proudly on it, framed by sunlight filtering through your trees. It's a piece of quiet sophistication, blending vintage charm with natural beauty in a way that's surprisingly chic. Or how about a soup ladle? Sounds odd, right? But with a coat of chalkboard paint and a stake for support, that ladle becomes a quirky and practical plant marker. Write the name of your herbs or vegetables on it, and it stands proudly among the greenery, helping you stay organized while adding a playful touch to your garden beds. It's functional, it's creative, and it tells a story. Let's take it a step further. Thrifted silk scarves, vibrant, flowing, filled with life, can be sewn into windsocks. Hung from bamboo poles or shepherd's hooks, they dance in the breeze, bringing soft motion and color to your garden. Each gust of wind lifts them like fluttering butterflies, and every time you glance at them, they bring a little joy. Their patterns and textures, once destined for storage or the landfill, now live again as art in motion. One of the most charming ideas comes in the form of a picture frame, not just for memories anymore. An old wooden frame becomes a drying rack for herbs. Attach some mesh, hang it in a sunny corner, and lay out sprigs of rosemary, lavender, or mint. The air fills with scent, and your garden becomes a place not just of beauty, but of purpose. It's a functional station that also looks lovely tucked between potted plants and pathways. Then there's the idea of stacking ceramic pitchers into a cascading water feature. Each spout aligned, connected by a small pump to keep water flowing gently. The sound is soothing and the look is enchanting. A waterfall built from once abandoned vessels, now singing together with the wind and birdsong. It becomes a meditative centerpiece, encouraging you to slow down and appreciate the serenity of your space. If you're up for a slightly bolder project, try weaving leather belts into a trellis. You'd be amazed how well the sturdy texture of aged leather works as a support for climbing plants like sweet peas or morning glories. The belts stretch across wooden posts, creating a grid that's both rustic and artistic. As the plants grow, the structure softens with blooms, and the belts, once forgotten accessories, become part of nature's canvas. And don't overlook the small things. A glass butter dish, for instance, can become a lantern for fairy lights. Hang it in a tree, and it glows at night like a little jewel. Or take an old metal tray, mount it on your garden fence, and add magnets for a handy outdoor organizer. A spot to clip gardening notes or store your small tools within reach. Or transform a clock into a planter. Just remove the internal parts, line it with wood and plastic, and fill it with soil and flowering plants. The circular shape brings a sense of time and rhythm to your garden, a reminder that everything blooms in its own season. It's clever, it's unexpected, and it's packed with character. Then there's bunting made from colorful neckties, sewn into festive triangles and strung across your patio or garden gate. It adds a touch of celebration, a sense that every day in your garden is worth honoring. The weathered fabrics flutter in the breeze, catching light and laughter with every sway. For a bit of sparkle, try hanging crystal decanters filled with colored beads in the trees. When sunlight hits them, they scatter rainbows across your lawn. A dazzling spectacle that turns even the simplest afternoon into a special event. Bird lovers will adore the idea of using a gravy boat as a bird feeder. Fill it with seed and place it on a small platform. Its vintage curves and glossy surface add elegance, while birds flock to enjoy the feast you've prepared. It's a gift to nature that also brings life and motion to your outdoor space. Now let's talk about a truly eye-catching project, fan blade windmills. With a bit of colorful paint and a rotating base, old metal fan blades become kinetic sculptures that spin and shimmer in the breeze. They add energy, movement, and a dash of industrial charm to your garden's softer textures. Finally, for something dramatic and unforgettable, transform a large copper kettle into a fire pit. Line it with heat-resistant material, set it on a safe base, and light it up on cool evenings. The copper glows as flames flicker inside, warming your gathering spot with rustic elegance. It's the kind of feature that draws people together, that turns your garden into a destination. All of these projects share a common thread. They're built not just from thrifted items, but from imagination, intention, and heart. They show that with a little vision and effort, you can create an outdoor space that feels deeply personal, a reflection of your creativity, values, and style. Every object you upcycled tells a part of your story. These aren't just thrifted treasures, they're moments of intention, reflections of your creativity, and expressions of joy. What was once clutter now breathes beauty into your life. You've taken simple items and created a garden that feels personal, welcoming, and magical. With every step through your outdoor space, you're reminded that style doesn't have to come with a hefty price tag. It can come from your imagination and a willingness to see the beauty in the overlooked. You've brought new life not just to your garden, but to objects once left behind. If this journey inspired you, give the video a thumbs up, subscribe for more DIY garden ideas and home inspiration, and tell me in the comments, which of these projects will you try first? Let's keep the creativity blooming together, one thrifted gem at a time.